Hey, Cailen Ascher here with a lesson to help you create your purposeful business. So recently I reached out to my community and a bunch of Facebook groups and asked what the hardest thing is about being an entrepreneur. And if you're part of my Purpose Driven Entrepreneur Facebook group, perhaps you even saw this post or commented on it, so I thank you for your feedback. And I found it interesting. I got a number of responses like work-life balance, wearing too many hats, feeling guilty about not working enough. But the thing that really stuck out to me was the fact that so many people mentioned the word resistance. Resistance to working on their business projects, big ideas, even small things like sending emails to big tasks like getting that new course they've been wanting to out there for the world. And I've really been fascinated by resistance for a while now. I've read a number of books on it, and there's really two reasons why I think I keep coming back to this. One is that I definitely feel resistance in my own business, and not all the time, but enough that I know it's there. And two, it seems totally at odds with what I am trying to achieve in my business, my life, and how I want to move through the world. So it catches you off guard. You know, you have these really big, bold visions for your life. Perhaps you can totally see where you're going to be in 5 or 10 years, but then the day-to-day stuff, the things you need to do to keep your business going and growing, there's all this resistance around it. You don't want to write that blog post. You don't want to send that email, that project you were really excited about 2 weeks ago when it was in that idea phase. When it comes to actually implementing it, you feel all this pushback. So I wanted to explore why we feel that. And in my research, in diving into books and reading blog posts and talking to other entrepreneurs, I think the real thing is, when it comes down to it, the real reason we experience resistance is that we are doing something big, important, and meaningful. And this is the real reason we experience resistance. It's not that we lack willpower. It's not that we don't have the drive to buckle down and get the work done. It's not that we're lacking motivation. We're stepping out of our comfort zone. We're trying, we're making, or we're developing something that's new and innovative, and when we do that, it's really scary. And we instinctively kind of put these blocks on ourselves because we're scared of judgment, of putting ourselves out there, of being vulnerable, and then having some negative feedback, some possible negative feedback. And so we get this resistance that keeps us small and keeps us from really stepping into our full selves and putting the things out there that we're meant to put out there. And if this is something that you struggle with, and let's be honest, if you're a human out there on planet Earth, you likely find resistance cropping up. If not in your business, then in your personal life. Maybe about the health regimen you're hoping to get on, and the yoga classes you're hoping to take, and the healthy food you're supposed to eat. We all find these areas of our lives where we experience resistance when we're trying to do something bigger and better, not only for ourselves, but for others too. And I think if you're anything like me, just knowing why the resistance is there helps me to start moving beyond it. When I realize that I'm experiencing resistance, not because of a lack of willpower, because I'm lazy or not focused, but because I am on the path of something truly big and profound, it helps me kind of buckle down and move through it, even if it's still there. I think that's one of the things. We often kind of wait for resistance to dissipate. We keep thinking, oh, well, I'll put that project off for another couple days until I'm feeling better, until my energy's there, until my thoughts are clear. But often just sitting down and starting to move through the work in and of itself will help you move beyond resistance. Because as you start to take action, the energy comes, the motivation comes, the ideas come, and the resistance just starts to fade away. But you have to sit down, you have to start doing the work, and that's when you beat resistance. It's not prior to that. It's not getting beyond resistance before you do the work. It's often doing the work to get beyond resistance. And if you're looking for a good read, I always recommend The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. The whole book is about combating resistance and how to go from an amateur in your life to a pro. And the real difference is, when it comes down to it, is the amateurs let resistance beat them. The pros sit down and do the work anyway, even when resistance is there. So if you're needing something to kind of keep at your bedside, keep on your desk, keep next to your laptop to help you when you're hitting that Resistance Point, I highly recommend investing in The War of Art. It's a great read. It's a quick read, and I think you'll go back to it again and again. My copy's all underlined and highlighted with lots and lots of notes. It's a really good one. So, as always, I hope you found this lesson helpful, and for more lessons to help you create your purposeful business, head on over to CailenAscher.com, and I will see you there.